Planning to create a grazing table for an event, or simply want to treat yourself with a visual feast? Learn to create your own charcuterie board at home. Let's begin with the things that we'll need. It's time to shop! In choosing the size of your board, consider how many people you will be serving. Your board can be any board, like a cutting board or even your very own countertop. Personally, I prefer lining the boards with saran or cling wrap to avoid the grease from the cold cuts. It's important to have a large variety of cheeses for your charcuterie board. So you have hard cheeses and soft cheeses. Some examples of hard cheeses are Parmesan, Gruyere, and Cheddar. Don't forget to pre-slice or crumble hard cheeses into bite-sized pieces for your guests. Note that it's important to integrate a type of cheese that all guests are familiar with to avoid overwhelming the guests with the choices. Moving on with our cold cuts, we have prosciutto, salami, ham, chorizo, sausages, and pepperoni. Note that in choosing your cold cuts, buying straight from the deli will save you more compared to buying pre-packed meat. Now we move on to our crackers. You can use any crackers that you prefer. You can even add in digestives, baguettes, or toasts. Now we move on to our optional ingredients, or what we call complementaries, like nuts, fruits, crackers, chocolates, dips, and spreads. The variety of ingredients seen on your board depends solely on your preference. I personally go with a variety of nuts, pickled olives, balsamic, jam, butter, berries, and dark chocolates. Just note that the festive vibe of your board depends on the colors and scale of sizes on the board, so feel free to choose and just have fun with it. Now we're ready to prepare our board. Now we can begin by placing some greens for a pop of color first. And then we layer it with bowls and cheese wheels that would help stabilize the board. Now we can move on with the cheese. Consider the way the cheeses are sliced to create different textures on the board. Now we have the cold cuts coming in. For thin meat, it's best to just place them in loose ribbons so that it doesn't get all mushed up. However, for meat like salami, you can get creative with different folds. Place groups of cheeses and meats that are alike together. Now, we shall fill in the gaps with our choice of crackers and additional elements in alternating colors and sizes. I find it best to keep the crackers or bread along the edges of the board. Now, if there is no more space left on the board itself, a basket or bowl can be kept close for crackers or bread. A good tip to remember when placing additional elements is to place it next to cheeses and cold cuts that it complements best. Here's a comprehensive list of complementaries and what it goes best.
It's just a shot in the dark.
A charcuterie board in French translates to pork butcher shop, but this doesn't limit it strictly to cheese and cold cuts. It can be any bite-sized snack of your choice. We're done, and now you can enjoy your favorite platter of savory and sweet snacks.